Hi guys, welcome back to TOEFL with Juva. TOEFL speaking is challenging. The tasks are hard and you don't have much time to prepare and deliver your answers. In this lesson, I will talk about the different TOEFL speaking tasks and give tips to help you increase your score. Let's get started! The TOEFL speaking section has 4 different tasks and you have 17 minutes to complete it all. That's not a lot of time. Start practicing now so you become familiar with the different styles of questions. Task 1 is called the independent task or personal choice question because you give your own opinion about a common topic. For example, you may be asked if you agree or disagree with a given statement. This question is similar to a conversation. Imagine the other person makes a statement and you need to say how you feel. You answer right away, right? Well, task 1 is almost the same because you only have 15 seconds to prepare. Try using that time by writing 2 ideas that support your view. Don't write full sentences, only a word or 2, so you will not be so nervous when you are speaking. Think of examples from your own experiences for this task. If you don't have a strong opinion, just choose one of the options. Remember, you're not scored on your viewpoint. You're only scored on how well you express your ideas in English. You only have 45 seconds to talk. That's not much time at all. The best way to answer a question like this is to state your view. Then give 2 reasons why you have that opinion. Guys, it's really easy to start talking about one idea. Don't forget that you only have 45 seconds to answer. Just give 1 sentence and 1 supporting sentence for both of your reasons. If you say more than 2 sentences, you will probably run out of time. I also highly suggest that you use a template. Before I took the TOEFL, I created a speaking template and it saved my life. Templates are great because they help you organize your ideas. You don't have to think how to link one thought to the other. They also make sure you use a lot of different vocabulary that helps you boost your TOEFL speaking score. If you need a speaking template for your test, click on the link in the description. You can get templates for all TOEFL speaking tasks 1, 2, 3 and 4 there. Now you may ask, but am I allowed to use a template in my speaking test? When you study, you will see many warnings about memorized examples. Those are true. You should not try to remember the answer to every question. Why then is using a template okay? Templates are different from memorized examples because they are only sentence starters. They have different linking words to structure an introduction, body, and conclusion. You must fill in your own ideas and words. Therefore, they are good patterns to make sure you complete every part of the different tasks. Has this video been helpful to you so far? If so, you can help me too. Click on like to show other people how to boost their TOEFL writing scores. Now I will discuss task 2. Task 2 is the campus announcement. In this task, you read a short passage about a change that will happen on campus. For example, it may be a letter saying that a facility is going to close early. After you read the passage, you will hear a conversation between two people. They discuss the passage and give several opinions about the change. You then have 30 seconds to prepare your answer. What you need to do is summarize the passage and explain one of the people's opinions and reasons. Now you will be told which person's opinion to summarize. Be sure you focus on the reason that person gives, not those of the other person. And definitely don't give your own opinion. You're only talking about what the other people think. You will have 60 seconds to give your answer. When completing this task, be sure to use the proper pronouns. Not all languages use he and she the same way as in English. He and his refer to a man, and she and her refer to a woman. Your response will not make sense if you use the wrong one or mix them up. Also, you're discussing a conversation in task 2. It's really easy to say said many times. Try to change the word that you use. For example, the man claimed or the woman commented. If you want some awesome ideas for other words for said, check out my video at the link below. In this video, I give you many words that you can use instead of said and that help you boost your TOEFL score. Task 3 is another integrated task. It's called General to Specific. In TOEFL Task 3, you will be given a passage that explains an abstract concept or a theory. Then you listen to a lecture about the same topic. The lecturer elaborates this concept or theory by providing concrete details. Often it's an example. Your task is to explain the information you have heard in a clear and organized way. The topic may be new to you. That's on purpose. The test writers want everyone to read, listen, and speak based on the information they are given. You should not add any information that is not in the passage and lecture. You have 30 seconds to prepare and 60 seconds to give your response. My first piece of advice is to take notes while reading the passage. You probably will have an unfamiliar word and a definition. Write down that word. This task has a lot of information, so I find a template is a great way to organize your ideas. Take a look at my template and examples for TOEFL Task 3 at the link below. The template will help you with the most important part of this task, organizing your ideas. Here's one more tip about Task 3. Like I said, the topic is probably new to you. Sometimes the vocabulary words are long or hard to say. During your preparation time, go ahead and practice the new vocabulary words out loud. If you say them a few times first, they will sound more natural when you're giving your response. Last, I will talk about Task 4. Task 4 is another academic topic. It's called academic lecture. It's like part of a lecture that you would hear in a class at university. This time, there is no written passage. Instead, you listen and then give your response. You have 20 seconds to prepare and 60 seconds to answer. Like task 3, the topic may be unfamiliar. The professor will describe a topic and then analyze it some way. He or she might give opinions or possible solutions. The question prompt will ask you to summarize part of the lecture. Now guys, let me tell you a way to think about this task. You're probably worried about the idea of summarizing a whole academic lecture, right? However, imagine you went to class, but your friend could not. Now you need to listen to the lecture and take enough notes that you can tell your friend what he or she missed. You need to make a short summary that is clear and easy for your friend to understand too. This image will help you focus on the most important parts of the discussion. I suggest writing down important words or phrases that you think you may not remember. Further, there is one issue you must be aware of. Lots of times we have problems saying new words and phrases that we've just heard for the first time. We often say them slowly and hesitantly. To avoid this problem, say new words from the lecture that you want to use once or twice in your head so that they sound fluent and natural. Additionally, think of ways to paraphrase the ideas so you can show the TOEFL examiner that you have a great vocabulary. Then imagine you're now sharing the information. Of course, preparing a template also helps you organize the ideas well. That is the basic idea behind TOEFL Speaking Independent Task 1 and TOEFL Speaking Integrated Tasks 2, 3 and 4. If you take time to familiarize yourself with the structure, you will get a better score. That's it! Those are the TOEFL speaking tasks and some ways to improve your score. I hope this video was helpful to you guys. If you have any questions or a video wish, comment below and I would love to see you here next time. Bye bye!